welcome to Signal 13 Super GT series. Sorry we started a little late, but OBS kept crashing while I was trying to get it started, so a little bit late, but better late than never. As you can see, they have started qualifying, so we will go ahead and get started there. And we will change our settings so that we can see stuff. Because it looks like people are setting times now. So we display all. And we get out of here and we go in here, and now we're in here. We see Forfan, who is in 4th place in NSX. Let's change over here. Uncle Jesse, who is on pole for now. Matt is in 2nd place. Lamb here in 3rd. J Mac clocking in at 4th. Forfan here in 5th. English Andy here in 6th place. Rotten Kraut 7th. Scout here in 8th. Oops, dropped down to 9th. And dismissing Windows security. SBR has not set a time yet. And that's all that we have here. Jesse is coming back out. Matt here in 2nd, coming around the last turn. Forfan going across. Stays in 4th. Matt stays in 2nd. Looks like we got some other people coming across the line here. Rotten Kraut jumps up to 7th place. Don P in 6th. We haven't seen him out yet. So let's make a rundown. Again, see who is driving what this evening. So we got Uncle Jesse here, has been steady in the Nissan Nismo GTR. Matt has been sticking with the NSX as well. We got Mick Lamb here in the Lexus. J Mac is rocking the Nissan, I think. Yep. And Forfan here is in the NSX. SBR is also in the Nissan. Don P in the Honda. See Rotten Kraut pirouetting in the Lexus. And we got English Andy here in the NSX as well. Doing a little skid on his own, and Scout in another Honda. So Honda seems to be the favorite. Matt has taken the lead for the pole. Uncle Jesse here still circulating here in the 2nd place. And we are 6 minutes and 22 seconds into a 10-minute qualifying here. See if Uncle Jesse can jump up a position back into the pole position. And he does by 2/10. Does Matt have anything for him, or McLam? McLam here will be coming across shortly as he comes through turn 15. And I'm sure all of these turns have corner names, but I don't know them. He comes across in 3rd place. Matt coming in to these final bit of S's. Looked like somebody had some penalties and there we go. Roddenkraut served his penalty. Here comes Matt across the line here. Does not improve. So in Roddenkraut going straight off turn 1. I guess we could look at the track layout too. Here we go. So Matt's coming through here on the pit out straight, coming into 4. And that leads into 5. And then a quick 6, and then tighter 7. And then even tighter 8. Then downhill into 9th. Then back uphill to 10th. Then kind of flat into, or downhill to 11th. That was 10 right there. Here comes 11 downhill. And then braking heavy into turn 12. And then we go uphill into the flat out 13 and 14 and 15. So your main passing zones are going to be turn 1, turn 4, and maybe 12, 6, 7, maybe into 8th if somebody got 6 and 7 wrong. So definitely plenty of places to get the track wrong. Matt has gone purple. Still got a ways to go. Looks like that thing is understeering. This is easy to get the tail end out. Appears this is flat out. And here we come into the last couple of turns, which are just bends, so straight. And here comes across the line. No improvement, pretty much the same time that he had before. So it looks like time has expired. Matt's done. McLam will be still out there. This lap time will count. Coming into the actual last real corner. Let's see if he can make an improvement. And across the line, still in 3rd. J-Mac is done. Orphan's done. English Andy's coming in. So I think everybody is done for today. So we have our grid set. Try to scoot my chair forward here. So whenever they get done here, we can look at the final standings for the start. Uncle Jesse on pole in the GTR with a 1:22. Matt coming in 2nd in the Honda. Mick coming in 3rd in the Lexus. Then a couple of Nissans in SBR and J-Mac. And Orphan in the Honda. English Andy in the Honda. Don P in the Honda. Roddenkraut in the Lexus. And then Scout in the Honda and Ray. No time in the Lexus. So not sure if he's coming back or not. Event standings. Let's see here. We've got custom weather. Time variable of 3. And I'm trying to look at the... I don't see the fuel. I've missed it, haven't I? Blip, 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 blip. Oh well. Resetting the room to get Ray back into the race. So we'll have to reset the grid. So let's see. We'll do a little video that I made.
Signal 13 in the house. Go. 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 Put the hammer down. Get it. Get it. Get it. Pedal to the floor. Go.
When it's time to get rid of that painful friction, reach for the natural slick stuff you want, and put some Hawk 2 lubrication on that thing.
If you want to stomp your competition into the ground, there's only one drink for you. Blue Moose Energy Drink! It'll give you hooves!
All right, there you go. So let's go ahead and look at the standings. Uncle Jesse is still in the series lead by 2 points over Matt. J-Mac is in 3rd place. Ricky B is in 4th. Rotten Crowd 5th. Jim Shady in 6th. Don P 7. Ray in 8th. Scout 9th. Forfan in 10th. Snafu 11th. Q in 12th. Castro 13. Big Lamb 14th. And SBR in 15th. Some of these standings will change because we are missing Ricky B, Jim Shady, Snafu, Q, Castro. So some of these will change for, I believe the final round is next week. As we get our list here. Yep, Tokyo is our final round. And that will be on the 13th. So that will be pretty cool. So just waiting on them to get things squared away. And take a look at the track again here. 15 corners, 13, 14, and 15th really aren't corners. Those are pretty flat out. Turn 1 is very significant. And then coming down into 2 and then into 3. Very easy to get right, incorrect. Turn 2, you really got to cut it. And turn 3, hang it to the inside. Try to get flat out down into turn 4. That'll be another passing zone 1 and 4. The pit out is actually where that word pit out is, so they do release right into the race line. And then 4th, so 5th is each to go a little wide, 6th as well, and then turn into 7, and then 8th is easy to spin because it is right-hander, and then you got the curb and it's going downhill, so that back end really wants to get light. 9th isn't too bad, and then 10th is an easy one to get wrong too. Get that back end sliding out. And 11, I think in this car will be pretty much flat out. Then heavy braking into 12. And that one gives you an opportunity to go wide. And then it's flat out 13, 14th, and 15. I think the penalty serving zone is around turn 14. So it looks like we're getting close. Here we go. Let's get to the spectate. Change everything. Here we go. All right, here we are. And they're off. Everybody gets a clean start. Should be interesting coming in here into turn 1. Matt coming in through the lead, but goes wide. Comes back out into second. Jesse's got the first place. Matt's dropped back to second. SBR in the third. And then 4 fans come across. SBR is fighting back. Matt's gotten the lead again. Uncle Jesse's going wide. 4 fan is coming to the inside to grab second place. Uncle Jesse's got the inside line coming into turn. 4 fan goes and gives him the space. Rottenkraut making a move on J-Mac. Don P's falling back. J-Mac on the inside of... This is crazy. Ray Brago's just kind of chilling out, waiting for things to clear up so maybe he can come through. Matt back in the lead. Jesse's in second. 4 fan third. Rottenkraut fourth. SBR, J-Mac, or McNam in 6th. Don P in 7th. J-Mac in the slipstream. Don P, is he going to make a move into turn 1? He's moving to the inside. Heavy on the brakes. But Don P's got it into turn 2. Oh, he goes around McLam. It's getting pretty spicy here. We get on Rottenkraut. Oh, Don P loses the back end, but gathers it back up. Rottenkraut moving to the outside, but J-Mac's got the inside line. Don P's right on the back of Rottenkraut. Little push. Don P on the outside. Things are stacking up behind Rottenkraut. Don P's trying to find a way around. McLam is back there too. Don P on the inside. Rottenkraut goes a little wide. Oh, we got a spinner. Let's see what happens here. Rottenkraut's in there. Don P's on the inside. Don P lost the back end, hit Rottenkraut, and then that spun Scout And then English Andy and the rest of them come through. So it was just... And it looks like we've implemented a yellow flag, possibly, because of all the people involved in that accident. So everybody's coming back together. Scout here is up into 6th place because of that spin. English Andy in here in 7th. Waiting for the rest of the guys to come back. Don P. And there's Mick. Mick coming up. Rotten Krauts made it up. And Ray is back to the back. So everybody is gathered back together. So we will see what happens here with the restart. So it looks like Matt has opened up the tap again on the car. So it looks like we're back to racing again. And here we are in the last real corner. Here we go again, back here in 8th, 9th, and 10th. These three have duking it out here. Scout on the inside. Lamb on the out. Lamb's got the position. Roddenkraut's coming on the inside. Ray goes way wide there. It's Lamb here. He's the one that kind of benefited the most from that move. He got away from these folks. And Ray there has a 1.5 second penalty here for probably exceeding track limits. Let's go back up here, see if there's a fight for the lead. Matt's still in the lead. Uncle Jesse here in 2nd place. SBR is kind of following through there. J-Mac in 4th place. Forfan gone flying around him there. Let's watch that again. So Forfan, J-Mac got a little squirrely coming out. Forfan got a good drive out of that corner and made the pass. Nicely done, Mr. Forfan. J-Mac has come back around him. English Andy's on the back of Forfan now. And J-Mac trying to run away from Forfan. English Andy's made it around, but Forfan's not finished. Don P's right on the back bumper of Forfan as well. And then Lamb is right on the back of there. So this 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th is fighting it out here. See what our 9th place people are doing. Kind of spread out there. So let's get back up here to our 7th and 8th. Lamb is on the back of Don P. Forfan's on the back of Andy. Things have settled down a little bit, but the slipstream will get you back in here. Lamb is on the back of number 7. He's putting his nose down in there. Got in the side of him a little bit, and I think he backed out. Don P's rear end sliding a little bit. Lamb made the pass. That's going to be close. Can he make it back up to him to make a move? We can see English Andy's been passed by Forfan up there. We'll just stand back here and watch these four go at it. Downshifted to get a little better drive, but Lamb was able to stretch it out a little bit on him. See if he makes a move going into turn one, because it looks like he's got a little overspeed on him. English Andy goes to the outside. Lamb comes to the inside. English Andy's sticking it to the outside. Good racing here. Is he going to get a good nut run into turn four? He's on the inside. He's got the preferred line. And heavy braking. Is Andy going to make another run? Not being defensive. Ooh, that Lexus struggling to make it through there. Andy's just lurking there on his tail. Don P's not too far away either. Getting in that lower gear so he doesn't spin coming out of that corner, accelerating. And back out onto the front stretch. A little better exit, so he's putting a little distance between him and Andy. See what's going on up front. Not much. Matt's still in the lead by a second. Jesse here in second place. SBR here in third. Let's look at tires and fuel. So we've got a little bit of tire usage. Mediums, half tank. Mediums, same use, more fuel. SBR has used a little more fuel than that. J-Mac. Orfan, good fuel usage. Lamb here with us. Here we go. It's English Andy's half a tank. Andy's got a half-second penalty, so that'll get Don P to come through. Oh, it was a little wide. Not sure if he got bumped or what happened there. He's up to 1 second now, so he went off and got another track limit penalty. And this will be really detrimental. Don P ought to just chill out behind him and he'll go flying by. Because it's a really unfortunate place to have to serve a penalty on this really fast straightaway. Jump back up here to the first place. Oh, SBR into second, went a little long there in turn one around Uncle Jesse. J-Mac here in fourth place. Forfan in fifth. Lamb looking to go around. And here we are. Back around. It's back and forth between these two. Both of them go way wide. Is that a half-second penalty there for track limits? Lamb got it and Forfan did not, so that'll be advantage Forfan coming out of that turn. Ray Brago here in 8th place. English Andy right behind him. Getting a little laggy here. English Andy here in 9th or 8th. Or English Andy is here 8th. Let's look back here. Rotten Crown having a tough time of it today. There's Scout coming through. Give everybody a little bit of viewer time. Let's get up here to Matt. Just kind of chilling out here in the front. Turning 124s and 123s. SBR has moved up into second place. Uncle Jesse has moved back to third. But that could be strategery. Could be fuel savings. Because he has used less fuel for the folks around him. So that's where we could be. 4 fans in that same fuel range too. Lamb. Back here in 6th. Don P here in 7th. You can see Ray there in the distance behind him. Let's jump back up to our leaders again. Matt looks like he's got a little bit of distance on him. Pretty consistent 123s. So far SBR has the fastest lap, and that was a couple laps ago at a 122.9, so that's really good. Off a little bit there, but still on the curb, so that should be no penalty. So we all have our front 4 within 4 seconds of each other. I think they're just kind of trying to run away from everybody with the slipstream and everything. I think they could challenge each other for those positions, but we've got quite a few minutes left, 24 to be exact, and no reason to fight too hard right now. Still got to have another pit stop because of the fuel. 15 minutes in. It should be a one-stop race. Matt has definitely used a lot of fuel. And that might be part of his strategy right now. SBR has decided to go into the pits. So there he is. So Matt may have decided, you know what? I've got to make some fast times now. But yeah, Jesse has a significant amount more fuel, or let's say considerable amount of fuel compared to those. Lamb isn't too bad. 4fan I think was doing really well with fuel as well. Ray's getting down there. So's Don P. Rotten Crowd as well. SBR with a full fuel tank. Kingu Sandy with a less full fuel tank. Easy for me to say. And then Scout has not been into the pits, but still has a fair amount of fuel. Matt back still out here in the lead by 5 seconds over J-Mac. And J-Mac is being hounded now by Jesse, who has a lot more fuel on board than J-Mac does. And J-Mac has more than Matt, so of these leaders, Matt will be the one that needs to pit first. And then J-Mac will need to, and Uncle Jesse will after that. He might want to... I think they're both waiting until they have 20 minutes left. Cut this race in 2 parts. And then he can put probably over 2/3 of a tank in, maybe 4/5 of a tank to get to the end. Lamb has come into the pits now. And he has fuel left. Ray Bronco has come into the pits as well. Here he comes, getting ready to take on his fuel. And we are now officially 20 seconds, nope, 30 seconds now away from the halfway point. So I'm assuming here we'll chill out here with Matt and see what he does here. Coming through the last couple corners. So we'll make this left-hand turn, and then there'll be the slight left bend, and if he stays to the left, he'll be coming into the pits. So we'll see here. Pit entrance is to the left there. And he is not coming in, so he is going to wait and get to the exact halfway point. And that way he will not have to worry about fuel consumption. So we are just over halfway through. Red light is flashing on his car. He needs fuel. He needs fuel. Jesse does not need fuel. Fuel fan has come into the pits, and Don P has as well. So I think we've only got the top 3 left that have not been into the pits. Scout, I think, needs to get into the pits too. But I think everybody else has been in the pits. And we will see Mr. Matt coming into the pits here. I'm sure J-Mac and Jesse will follow him, and Jesse stands a chance to maybe take the lead on this, because he will not. It won't take him long to get his tank full. He may take a full tank of fuel, but he has so much more fuel left that he could possibly get ahead of these others. He's going to stay out and do another couple laps. I wouldn't stay out too long, because those other drivers on fresh new tires may do faster lap times than Jesse is on these used tires. But it might be kind of a wash. Could be used tires at low fuel load could be the same lap times. Rottenkraut there with a penalty he will need to serve soon. So we'll see where. So J-Mac is coming in out of the pits. Matt has come out already. So it's 32 seconds. 25 seconds to first place. So we'll see. Should be interesting. Is he going to stay out another lap, or is he going to come in this turn? So Rottenkraut getting out of the way. Here we go. Let's see what he does. He's going to stay out. I think he's going to stay out until the fuel goes out. So let's keep an eye on that delta between him and Matt. It's 25.5 seconds. He just did a 124.9. Matt was running 123s, 124s before the pit stop, so might see that 25-second come down, and that'll show that the overcut might not be that strong. He's already lost 3/10, 4/10 now, just about. So it probably would be in his interest to come into the pits here shortly. He can short fill. He doesn't need a full tank of fuel because we're 15 minutes left, or 16 roughly. So I think he can put 3/4 of a tank of fuel in and make it to the end. And let's see what he does. It looks like he is staying out again. And he's lost 1.3 seconds to Matt in second place. So Matt really needs to keep pushing. See what this lap time is going to be. This is this first actual flying lap. So he's going to do a 1 minute and 23.6 to Uncle Jesse's 125.4. So Jesse is bleeding time to Matt. And then J Mac here is a 123.7. So he's doing pretty good. So and here's Forfan 123.9. So he is turning some really good laps as well in fourth place. And we got Lamb here in fifth doing 123s. So he will be catching Forfan here shortly. SBR here did a 133.4. So he made a mistake at some point. Before that, he had a couple 123s, so pretty good. Ray is closing in on the back of SBR here. It's English Andy here in the patriotic Honda. So here we go. We've got Uncle Jesse here in the pits. We'll get on board with Matt, who is coming around and going past Jesse, who is in the pits. Jesse is just now taking fuel on. And there he goes. So he will come out behind Matt. That really long pit. J-Mac has come around as well. Here we go. He's joining back. And he comes out behind J-Mac and in front of Forfan. So we've got these four back in line again. Matt with a 7.5 second lead. J-Mac with 1 second lead over Jesse. And Jesse's 3 seconds roughly ahead of Forfan. So kind of getting spread out here. Lamb here in fifth place, a second and a half behind Forfan. And then we've got Ray Brago here in seventh place, lagging away. Don P here in ninth. We skipped English Andy there in ninth. Rottenkraut here in 10th place. And here comes Scout, getting about to be passed here by Matt. I'm sure he will move to the side here in this straight stretch. Matt getting a big run on him out of turn 3. Heavy braking into turn 4. 6 seconds here on Matt. Uncle Jesse's just half a second behind, so he is well within the slipstream of J-Mac. He's trying to move back forward to the front of the track, or front of the pack. He's definitely right there. Is that a penalty for going way too wide? It doesn't appear to be a penalty to do that. He must have just had enough tire on that curb to keep from getting a penalty. He's definitely all over the tail of J-Mac. Sure, he will be making a move going into turn 1 with the slipstream. He's gone purple. Here we go. Slipstream here. Slingshot engaged. J-Mac trying to make him go to the inside. Heavy braking. Scout getting out of the way of these drivers. Jesse has gotten around J-Mac. See if we can watch that pass again. Oh, just missed it. Just outbraked him going into turn 1. So Matt, we'll just do a full rundown of the cars here. Matt in first place, Uncle Jesse in second for now, J-Mac in third, Lamb here in fourth, followed closely by Forfan, and then SBR in sixth, Ray seventh, Andy eighth, Don P in ninth place, Rottenkraut 10th, and then Scout here in 11th place. This looks like it's heating up here. Let's get on board with and we're on board here with Forfan coming into turn 1. He backs out of it. And need to could have cut that a little more. And here we come back into another heavy braking zone. Lamb has pulled a little distance on him, but still pretty close. Nobody to worry about behind either one of these guys. Lamb pulled out about 2/10 on him there. Forfan trying to claw that time back. This could be the difference. A little more nimble in the the Honda over top of the Lexus. Plus, they do allow for some tuning on these cars, so setups could be way different. One could be set up for straight line speed and one set up for the corners, so depending on the person's preference. Forfan in the slipstream of Lamb here, but way too far back to make any attempts. And here we go into turn 1. Come on, cut that more. There you go. Lamb really leaning into that turn 3 curb. Oh, looks like we've got a fight for first place here. Let's get on board. Let's get on board with Jesse here. Right on the back bumper of Matt. 7 minutes to go. It's about 4 laps. Jesse's filling up that rear mirror of Matt's. Here we go into the slipstream down the front stretch towards turn 1. Matt trying to break the slipstream, pushing him into the inside, and here he goes around. Couldn't quite get it done without definitely good racing there, not trying to take each other out, definitely not giving up. So good racing. Matt taking that defensive line coming into the turn 4 through 5. Jesse going to have anything for a 6, 7, and 8 here? Nope, he backs out of it. I think he knows that turn 1 is going. Oh, there he's making a move. No. English Andy has gone into the pits. So far, so good. Nobody's making a mistake. All right, here we go. This is where he might make it. Oh, bad exit. So that's not going to be a move into turn 1 this time. Definitely lost it there. J-Mac is lingering back there and trying to come up to make this a 3-way fight for first place. Got your full podium right there and all together now. All right, Jesse is caught back up to him in that straight stretch. Is he going to try anything through here? Matt going a little defensive, covering that inside line. We've got 4 minutes left. Get back on board here. Just seeing if J-Mac is close enough to join into this fight. He's kind of backed out. But if these two start squabbling a little bit, he might come back into play. All right. See if Jesse can get a better run out of this turn. That's what blew his chance of making an attempt into turn 1. Good exits for both of these drivers. He's got a run on him with the slipstream. Is he going to go outside? Matt covering the inside. Here we go. Drag race into turn 1. Matt on the inside. Jesse backs out of it. Is he going to get a better run into this one? Turn 4. He's definitely got a run on him. Jesse's into the lead here. See if he can start pulling away. 3 minutes left. So he should have 2 laps left. J-Mac, you can see him right back there. He is the next one to maybe... Oh, Rotten Kraut. He moves out of the way, but it looks like Uncle Jesse, I'm not sure if he thought maybe there was going to be some ghosting for the back markers, but it was not that way, so he got into the back of him. So we get back out into this view here. Let's go back here to 4th place and see what's going on here. Lamb is in 4th, 4 fans in 5th. SBR here in 6th place with a penalty. Ray in 7th. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. 2nd place. Matt in this and J-Mac. Matt going to the inside to cover that spot. J-Mac. Let's get on board with J-Mac and follow them through here. Backs out of it. Definitely got those understeer working, trying to do anything he can to get Matt stretching it out a little bit. I think maybe J-Mac has straight line speed on him, but Matt's got a little more downforce for the curvy bits. Here's the real test here. That was a good exit there, good and clean, no spin. He's closing, but not enough. And we are down to the last lap, 1 minute. So we've got some... Let's get back to this view here. So we've got 50 some seconds. I think first place is pretty secure. Second and third. Here comes McLam around Rotten Crowd, fourth fan in fifth. So it looks like we have here we go. We're closing in to the end here. 13 seconds left. And we will follow our leaders around to take the checkered flag. Jesse here, and he is ready to take the checkered flag. And it looks like we are going to have Jesse in first. Don P has come across the line in eighth. So we will follow these guys around. Uncle Jesse taken first. Matt second. J-Mac third. Lamb coming across here in fourth place. Ruttenkraut takes 10th. Orfan here in 5th. SBR a little ways back here in 6th. And we'll stay here with SBR. English Andy goes into the pits and must have gotten soft tires to take the fastest lap. All right, here we are. Our SBR getting ready to take the checkered flag for 6th place. We have 27 seconds left. And here he comes, 6th place. And I don't know if Ray's going to make it around to take the checkered flag or not. I don't believe so. So Ray will be in 7th place, the last one running here. And we are out of time. So pretty good battle there for the first place. And first, second, and third, good battle there for those. Let's go ahead and save our replay. And then we will go here and look at our final results with Jesse in the Nismo GT500 in first place. Matt in the Honda for second. J-Mac in third in the GTR as well. McLam in fourth. Forfan fifth. SBR sixth. Ray in seventh. Don P eighth. And then we've got English Andy in ninth, who pitted towards the end and squeaked out the best lap of the race. Rottenkraut in 10th and Scout here in 11th place. So there you have it. The standings will definitely change. Not at the top, though, because that's pretty much exactly where they finished. Jesse, Matt, and J-Mac. Ricky B was not in our race, so Rotten Kraut might jump up. Jim Shady was not here. Don P might move up. Ray Brago might move up. Scout, for fan as well. He's missed a couple of races. Big Lamb there at the bottom, and SBR at the bottom too. They should move up above, up into like 11th place or 10th place. So, but there you have it. That is our race for today. And we will be, as you can see, in Tokyo next week for the final round here of the Super GT Signal 13 race series. And then we'll have a new series after that. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. And we will see you next week.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the show. The stream is over, I got to go. Now is not the time to be sad. I'll be back, there's more streaming to be had. Fast Ginger will bring the best with an entertainment fest where friends are made and good times never fade. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like, you can't even get notified.